Hi everybody, it's September 29th. And I'm going to do a short reading on coronavirus or COVID-19 for the present and for the next few months ahead. I hope all of you are well. I'm sorry I'm a day late on my reading. I got some family news yesterday and I just wasn't in the space to be able to do a reading. I needed some time. Yeah, everything's okay. It's not COVID related, but it's affected by COVID. So that's a drag. All right, so I shuffled these cards a lot before I turned on the video, but now I want to just sort of focus in. Been a lot of people upset lately at those 20 and 30-year-olds for like gathering. I think it's important to remember all the sacrifices that many people have made and the changes they've made, drastic changes in their lives, and not be like, you know, getting too upset at anybody. People will do what they want to do. We can't control other people. Can't control other people's actions. Okay. One more time. There, that's good. Okay, so for the end of September, moving on to the end of October and November. Well, it's really October, November, December, really, this reading. So the first card is interesting. We have the Five of Swords. This card is always a card of, it's like betrayal, people trying to get away with things that are underhanded. So you don't have, let's say, the information, the accurate information. Someone could be trying to sneak something from you, exploit you. Someone is trying to take it all, basically. And if the card was upright, I would say they are taking it all, but because it's reversed, we'll say they're not getting it all. They might be trying to get it all, but they're not getting it all. So there is deceit and greed here at play right now, end of September, moving into early October. And now the next card we have, which is for approximately the same period, we have the Queen of Swords, and she's a no-nonsense kind of leader who, she's not really, you know, she's not a warm and fuzzy person, but she is intellectual. She does think things through. She's neither good nor bad. She's sort of more of a factual person. So this would be a leader right now that's focusing on the facts of what's happening with coronavirus, and making decisions according to, let's say, scientific evidence. But she also is looking in the direction of this card, which is the Eight of Cups. Okay, so she was looking at this card. I don't know if it'll show it properly here. Well, no, it doesn't even look right. I have to reverse it. But anyways, she's looking at this card. This is the Eight of Cups reversed. So she's looking at the scientific facts. She's looking at what's happening. Let's just say facts and information that are scientific about coronavirus. But ahead of her, what she actually sees is this card. And the Eight of Cups is always about great losses, okay? So she might be governing with practical things in mind, but the cups are always about emotions and sadness and loss. So as we're, so moving into October, November. So we're dealing with our losses in November, and I've talked about this before in the last readings that, you know, some people are okay. They're fortunate. They don't carry large debt. They work for the government. You know, there's all kinds of people that are doing fine right now, but ultimately most people are suffering emotionally more than anything else, you know, with anxiety and the lack of predictability, not being able to make plans, maybe not being able to travel. There's a lot of sadness, you know, and as summer comes to an end and we're moving into the fall where the days are darker, wetter, colder, rainier, I think it's going to be even harder for people. It's one thing to go out and try and play in the summer, have some holidays if you got holidays, or if you aren't on permanent holidays. But the separation of people and the loss of like social events and things like this, and just, if you're walking around seeing everybody wear a mask and they're not very friendly, and then some people are trying really hard to be friendly because they're like me. They're trying to sort of reassure everybody, hey, it's okay. We're going to be okay. This is like a pain in the butt, really. But yes, so, there's sadness in the fall, and I actually feel it coming right now with people, that there is some sadness, and there definitely is a lot of anxiety that people are suffering from. And then here we have the 7, the 7 of Pentacles. So if this is sort of, October, and this is November too, this is also about work and productivity. So productivity is down, whether it's, people aren't able to make products, people aren't having the same business in their restaurants, businesses might be having limited hours, some businesses will be closing. So the whole work thing becomes paramount in November as far as what's going to happen. And of course, we know, like, some people have been really resourceful. They've been like, okay, what do people really want? What do they really need? And they've been, adapting their business or creating a new business, doing something online. There's lots of people selling masks online, trying to figure out how to make money. And so it's very important as we move into the fall here, to start thinking seriously. If you're not one of the few people that has a lot of security in your employment, you better start thinking now, how can I make some money? Right? What do people need? What are people willing to pay for? People are willing to pay for certain things. It's not like you can't make money, but you might have to change the way you think about making money, because it could get very difficult for a lot of people in the month of November. And then in December, we have this lovely 10 of Swords, which is at least reversed, because if this is the stab in the back card, this is like the great betrayal, like maybe you loved someone in your life and you really believed in them, and then you found out that everything, was not true, that you'd been lied to, manipulated, whatever. This is the betrayal card, and there's 10 swords. It's not like one sword in the back. Oh, it's like 10 swords. That's a lot, okay? But the card's reversed, and so the swords are going to fall out. So, again, this is coming back to the betrayal here. I mean, there's definitely some stuff that's going on that is underhanded. There is no doubt about it, okay? But the 10 of Swords reversed is a little bit better than the 10 of Swords upright, because then they're just being stuck in, and now there's the possibility that they could be falling out. And then at the end, we get the same card, I believe, that we got at the last reading, which is the 2 of Wands. And I love this card because this is all about looking into the future, and it's a visionary card. There's balance, there's strength, there's vision, okay? So as we're moving into December, even though there's a lot of stress in the fall about work and everything like that, I honestly feel, for whatever reason, and I don't know why, that coming into the new year in particular, there's going to be relief. And that is not to say that people aren't going to be having troubles with work and things like that. I'm not saying that. But I just feel like something positive is going to happen for all of us, so that people are able to just sort of move into experiencing more joy and being more relaxed again. That's my feeling. Okay. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you next week. And again, sorry about being one day late, but I had to take care of myself yesterday. Okay, so you take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in a week. Bye.